wish that life would just stop sometimes so you can take a break? Same, sis. Same. But that never happens, does it? So how do you move forward when life gets hard? Join me in this video and let's talk about it. Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Jola Shotubo and I'm your new best friend. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Jola and my goal is to spread love and light always. Thank you so much for joining me today. If today is your first time, if you're new here, please consider subscribing, like this video and share it with your friends. So today I'm going to be talking about how to move forward when times get hard. 2020 was such a hard year for so many people, me included. I lost my main source of income. I went through heartbreak. I went through betrayal from somebody close to me. I had to watch a loved one struggle with a life-altering sickness. And honestly, it was just a very trying time for me. Even with the pandemic as well and the lockdown, it was such an ordeal for me to go through 2020. And honestly, it's still hard even now because, I mean, things are changing, things have changed, but there's still just so much to process and so much to, just to deal with. And so I totally understand it. I totally understand how sometimes you just want to sleep for 3 days because you really don't want to deal with tomorrow and all the stress that it brings. And when things just get hard and it's like before you can take a breath from one thing, you get another punch in the face. And when you're trying to deal with the punch in your face, you get a punch in the gut. And it almost feels like, how am I supposed to deal with all of this? I do not have the capacity. And so I'm just talking to you today about what I do when I find that life is hard. How do I move forward? And, I just remember this quote by Winston Churchill that says, if you're going through hell, keep going. And it makes sense, doesn't it? Why would you want to stop in hell? Why? Why would you want to stay there? And so what I do when I'm going through a hard time, when life feels impossibly hard, is that I take it one day at a time. It has become my default response. When people ask me, how are you doing? I say, I'm taking it one day at a time. I don't try to think about my 5-year goals or my 10-year goals or my 20-year goals. I don't try to think about what's going to happen next week or what's going to happen next year. I just take it one day at a time. I remember hearing Oprah saying this about when she's going through a difficult time and she's confused and doesn't know what to do. She just asks herself, what's the next right step? And one step after another until I figure this thing out. So how do you get through hard times? How do you move forward when life gets hard? Take it one day at a time, one step at a time. Because to be honest, the only truth the only thing you know for sure is the circumstances you are presented with right now. You do not know what's going to happen in the next 5 hours. You don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. You have no idea. The only truth that you know is the present, is the power of now. What's happening now is what you're sure about. So why do you want to worry yourself? I like the scripture that says, each day has its own troubles. So why do you want to bring the troubles of tomorrow into today? Focus on the troubles of today, deal with those, and then when tomorrow comes, you know what to do. I also love the quote that says you cannot change the past, but you can ruin a perfectly good present by worrying about the future. I know it sounds simplistic, I know it sounds like it's easier said than done, but the truth is, this is how to do it. You don't try to overwhelm yourself with what's going to happen in the next 5 days or 5 years, because the truth is you're just suffering twice. You want to suffer now through the anxiety and then suffer later. So the way to get through hard times, the way to move forward when life gets hard, is to just take one step at a time. One step at a time. This is what I do. It has become, even when people ask me, how are you now? It has become my default response. My phone knows it. My phone completes that sentence when somebody asks me, how are you? And I say, one, I just see that automatically it says one step at a time, one day at a time. And I'm just encouraging you, if you're finding yourself in difficult circumstances right now, I can't pretend to know what you're going through because, to be honest, everybody has their own challenges. But I'm just encouraging you, take it one step at a time, one day at a time, and you will get through this. I hope this video encouraged you, and if it did, please like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. Also, please sign up for my weekly newsletter in the description box. It's called Journey to Eden. I send out encouragement every week, when I find myself, in a dark place and I just get some light. I just like to share light through that newsletter. So if you'd like to be encouraged weekly, please sign up for my newsletter. It's linked in the description box. And, I hope that this video really cheered you up. I hope that it comforted you. Thank you so much for watching. See you next week. Bye.